Sorceress! You were banished by your Akara for experimenting with the elements. Arrogance has led you here, and arrogance keeps you on those gallows. Speak your piece!
They will suffer for this humiliation.
By the first ones! You're alive! I'm glad to see another living soul.
Your
The
leg.
miller went off to warn Clearfell about a strange sickness plaguing our men. I was fixing to go after him until that bloody thing got to me first. Now, all those who drowned in the flooding, suddenly they ain't so dead no more. I would appreciate it if you could... Reach Clearfell. Find the miller.
Death comes swiftly here. I should keep moving. Power can hide where you least expect. Inspiring.
Return to your grave! The first step on my chosen path.
trolls. He bore the mark of corruption. I know it.
Well done. Please come inside.
Here, there is a small trace of hope in the air.
Renly's the name. You're skilled with the violence, if what you did out there in the riverbanks is any sign. Another refugee from the Count's justice, I take it. Well, I'll smith for you what I can, if you're willing to bend your violence toward our defense. There's a beast of particular dark power stalking us out in the ferry. It moves unseen under the dirt and attacks without warning. We can't leave the walls to find food, and I've been unable to corner and slay the beast myself. Now, if you could channel your violence against this devourer, as Finn calls it, we'd be indebted to you. Anything take your fancy? I'll find some use for that. Till next time.
His burden is heavy. He hides it well.
Welcome, violent stranger. I am Finn, and I shall be your humble provider of useful and diverse objects. That are most definitely not scrounged or stolen. If I don't got it, I can get it. You just let me know. Take a punt. You know you want to. Why then?
Headstrong and overconfident. Like me.
Welcome to the Camp of the Lost, stranger. We survive, but we do not live. I am Una. All this began the night Count Gino took his most loyal men into the Grellwood. After he returned, a madness grew in him. Something happened out there. Please, I beg of you, travel into the forest and begin your search. There must be some clue as to what took place. I fear this land's sickness will only deepen unless we do something. These are just some odds and ends of mine. Stay safe, if you can.
Her mind tends to wander. She reminds me of one of my sisters.
What have we got? Here's what I've got. Stick to the cairns.
Flame wall ignites enemies caught within it. Any projectiles that pass through the wall will deal extra fire damage.
Best not do that here.
Volcano creates an eruption at the target location. Holding down the skill makes the eruption more powerful. The volcano remains for a few seconds, and hitting it with a slam skill will cause it to erupt again. Ice Nova can chill and freeze enemies. It can also consume a cold infusion from your other skills to leave behind chill. Frost Bomb pulses with ice, reducing enemies' resistance to elemental damage. After a time, the orb will explode and leave behind a cold infusion.
I have received reports of a number of villagers hiding at the Clearfell logging site. Travel there and convey my order to return. Anyone refusing my authority should be considered a traitor and a criminal. Deal with them as you see fit, but bring their bodies back to the manor.
Fall before me!
wake in snow. Sleep, my pretties, as you grow. Sleep in ice, wake in snow.
Desert fire!
Astral! Feed!
Oi, anything take your fancy? Deal. Till next time.
Hey. Welcome, if I don't got it. Oh, Renly's all right. Only man in the village that didn't run me out of town whenever he saw me. Well, maybe it's because he didn't have a daughter to protect. This is a wooden tomb, if you care to see it objectively. We're not quite dead yet, but food supply is dwindling, and I've seen what hunger can make a man do. The monsters out there are not the ones that will get us in the end. See ya. Feeling lucky by then?
Sorry, I survive, but all that I was is gone. Count Gino has only been growing more and more cruel with his justice. He arrested my father for bringing in the harvest one day late, and the rest of my family scattered and fled as the soldiers came for them. I was away when it happened, but my neighbors warned me on my way home, and I fled. Clearfell is as far as I could go before the dangers of the forest closed in. There is scant hope in my heart for my father. But I must believe my mother and my 2 younger brothers escaped. Even though my heart tells me that they are just songs now, I keep longing for a ray of light to cut through the darkness of these bleak days. He doubts himself, but I know he will find a way to protect us. He is a good man, and I am thankful for his presence. In many ways, he reminds me of my father. Renly brings the strength, Finn brings the wit, and I'm doing my best to keep spirits raised with my songs. Hope is the only thing we have now, but it's in short supply. These are just some odds and ends of mine. I like to hold on to. It's beautiful. I accept. Stay safe, if you can. I've collected these over time. I suppose I can.
Disgusting. Everything is wet and vile in Ogham. I banish you! You will burn! down. The mudworm. Wonder the Vestiri. This was not a challenge. A touch of luck.
Ah, finally! Took down the Devourer, did you? Oh, that's incredible! This is the first real success we've had against the darkness. We can breathe a bit easier now, perhaps even go out and gather food. Now, this won't cover our debt to you, not nearly. But take it as thanks. It's a shame what happened to old Brannock. He was a kind man in life, but I can't say I'll miss the creature he became. Oh, he tried to batter his way in for 5 full days once he rose again. Well, we thought we were done for. But then you came along, and I'm glad you did. Bad enough I have all these folks to protect. I've been worried sick about my son ever since the Count's men arrested him. I was hoping you might have seen him when you were in their custody. He's a big lad, but you can't miss him because, well, he's not from around here. I found him washed up on the riverbanks when he was just a child, a Karoi foundling, perhaps lost by some raiding party. Nobody ever came for him, though. Every day here in Clearfell, I keep my eyes on the river, hoping he'll miraculously wash up on its lonely sands just one more time. This part of Farrell has been a fair home for many an Esomite generation. The clans didn't always get along, but we had to settle our feuds when the Eternals laid their savage boot upon us. We weren't able to take part in the Bloody Flowers Rebellion, but we had our share of conflict with them here. Their ruins run over the top of ours, fighting a silent war in stone. Take a look. What have we got?
Sorry, I was just else. The Devourer is just another victim of the sickness infecting our precious land. Many of Ogham's beasts are fearsome and dangerous, but not like this. The infection in the soil, water, and air is changing them. All of them. It is sad to see such a great creature slain, but it was no longer what it once was. I suppose it had to be done. I like to hold on to bits and pieces. Any that catch your eye? It's beautiful. I accept. Goodbye.
Oi.
Hello. Stay safe if you can.